everyone, Yensid Organist here, and yes, I'm back in third-person commentary here, because as the title of this video is going to give away, this is goodbye. Sort of. So let's start off with a little bit of backstory as to why I'm finishing up this series in the way we currently know it. So I have been playing on this server, this is the Awakening server, for several years, and I have 4 fairly well-developed characters on here. Well, 3 characters that I have spent a lot of time developing, and then Yensid here, who we have been developing together. And so I have been playing off of the base game since I started, and there were several expansions to this game over the course of its original run, and I have really been missing the space flight and combat part of it, and there are other worlds. And I finally decided that I would see if I could find, you know, the it's the Complete Adventures is what this server uses, either the original or the Complete Adventures, so that I could do that. So I went on, I found a a copy online, hadn't been used, purchased it, and got it, installed it, only to find out that none of it worked. So, you see here we have a Starship terminal. You must own a ship to use this terminal. We also, over here, have the Shipwright Skill Trainer. So this is part of the Jump to Lightspeed expansion. It was the first expansion to the game. I had assumed that since this server used the Complete Adventures, that this was a part of it, and I just needed to upgrade what I had. Turns out that is not the case, and that's probably something that I should have done a little bit more research on, but oh well. Yeah, so that is not the case. So spaceflight is not a part of this server. And I was pretty upset when I found this out. One, because obviously I had shelled out a decent amount of money to get the expansion, and then also because it meant that if I actually wanted to do any of the expansion stuff, it meant I would need to seek out a new server. And I've been extremely... this is not the first time I've contemplated jumping to a new server, but I've always been extremely hesitant to do so because of the development I have put into some of my other characters. So I went back and forth on that this week, and I was like, well, we could continue the series, I could continue working this, you know, introduce you to some of the other characters. But I realized that I'm kind of in a dead-end situation because I'm never going to get to be able to do the things that I want to do. And this is a hard decision to make, obviously because of all the time. But I think that the time has come to jump ship to another server, and I think I'm probably going to keep my files on this server if I ever want to come back and play here and visit with these characters. But yeah, I think the time has finally come. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out where the on-screen... I uninstalled and reinstalled, and now all of my stuff is gone. I had an on-screen waypoint monitor. Now I don't know where that is. Oh well, we'll just keep going. Now I've lost my train of thought. But yes, so I started looking into some other servers, and turns out there are some really cool servers that are out there. Servers that do look into the expansion. I found one which I am heavily leaning towards at this point, that has something like 10 new worlds that the people running the server have added, which is really, really cool. You know, that people have been able to expand that much on the original game. So yeah, so I'm gonna be checking things out. I'm probably gonna jump on a couple of different servers, see what I like about them, see what I don't like, and then make my decision from there. So as I realized I was going to be wrapping this series up, I'd come up with an idea that I was going to introduce you to all of my other characters, so that you could meet the others and, you know, see some of the other professions, you know, and kind of get an idea for what all is possible in this game. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which one I was using. I think this is what I used, and then I also had that one. All right. So, anyway, so I had this whole grand episode planned out. But in order to be able to properly introduce you to the other characters, I wanted to be able to control them at the same time, and I'm allowed to run 2 clients on this server simultaneously. And usually what I do when I'm working multiple characters is I'll have, you know, one character following the other, and not really doing anything. But I wanted to be able to actually control both of them, so I was going to try to get this game running off of my laptop. My laptop doesn't have a DVD drive, which I need to install the game. And so I have a portable external one, which doesn't work. It used to work, but I'm thinking in a Windows update. I was doing some research on this, and basically they're essentially becoming obsolete when it comes to computers. And so I have no way to actually install this on my laptop at the moment. I've looked into several different things, but I have not had a lot of luck finding anything that will actually allow me to install it. So at the end of the day, I decided, well, I'm just going to do kind of a episode to let you know what's going on, you know, and where this is going to be going in the future. Oh, good. They're all coming after me. Just what I needed. Okay, time to move. And then, hopefully in the future, hey, how about the person who's actually attacking me? Oh, wonderful. I have a pre-designated. There we go. So, anyway, I think that I will save the character introductions for when we jump onto the new server, and we'll go from there. Because unfortunately, I have to start from scratch with all of them. And so, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I know this is a short episode. I didn't really see much point in doing a lot in this episode, obviously, because, you know, I'm not going to be continuing, at least actively, on here. But I wanted to let you know where things were going. I am going to keep this series going. I don't know when I'm going to pick it back up. I'm going to a conference in a few weeks, and so I'm trying to get some stuff pre-recorded, but I've got other things going on as well. So I don't know if this is going to continue straight off, or if there might be a little bit of a break. Plus, there's a little bit of exciting news, and maybe you know this from the channel, maybe you are here just for this series, but Orglecraft is about to return in a few weeks, and it's also going to be back on Mondays, which is where this series has been being released. So, yeah, so there's all of that. So, all that is to say, yes, the series is going to continue. And I'm also hoping that I can find a server that is a little bit more populated. There's a decent number of players on this server, but most of them are in player cities, and so it's a little bit harder to make new connections with that. So I'm hoping that that might be a possibility as we move on. But I want to thank you all for watching. I definitely appreciate it. I'm not sure the style that I'm going to continue when the series comes back, but we will be back, and I'm looking forward to keeping it going. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for your time today, and I will see you soon in a galaxy far, far away.